Hey everybody, thanks for joining in on this boot camp video. With this new update, there's a lot of information that we need to share, and we can't really share it in these short videos efficiently. So we have a boot camp video is what we're calling them, and we're just going to kind of really dig into it, learn as we go, make some mistakes, show you what I've learned so far, what's really amazes me, what's very useful, things like that. Okay, so you can see I have a takeoff in front of me, and I have a couple of takeoffs. First and foremost, we have the ability at the takeoff or the custom property level is to be able to select here. No, nothing new, but we have some kind of cool stuff here down as you go to the bottom. So in a lot of cases, we have lumber suppliers and major builders that want to not have a list of 50,000 things. They want to be able to create the list name as they go by adding a species, a size, a length, whatever else they want to do, and it puts these letters together and creates a code. And that's very useful, and it's been kind of difficult to do that in ZZ, not impossible. But with this new update, we can kind of do that just so much easier. And we're going to talk about inheritance a lot, inheritance formulas, and just basically new places to do formulas. Okay, so with this said, I have this custom property that will help feed that naming machine. Okay, and if I choose Doug Fir, it's going to add DF to the list of products, and you'll see it as we go. Okay, but as we go down, we have some options here. So because this is set at the linear position, we can have it as a drop down. If we were a child item, we could inherit it from the parent. Okay, so you'll see what that means if that has you a little bit confused at first. Okay, so we have drop down and inheritance, and I set this at drop down so we can choose it at the takeoff level, and then I put a default of spruce. If this is in Midwest and they use spruce, awesome. If it's in the West Coast and they're using Doug Fir, even they could set their default as Doug Fir, so they don't have to change it every time. Okay. So when we can hide these by default, of course we don't want to hide this because this is a choice that we have to make. So I'm going to hit save, and I'll show you how this works. Okay. So I've got this takeoff property with these child items, and I have these codes building. And I'll go ahead and open this one up, okay? And you can see right away I have my lumber species set at pine, okay? And this is for all of them with the exception of bottom plate, okay? And you can see the PN letter. So if I come in here and say, okay, I want to use fire rated, it's going to change it to FRT, okay? If I want to use my bottom plate as pressure treated, it's going to change that to PT, okay? I can come in here and change my length as well. So there's a lot that can be done here now. So you can you don't have to go into every part and change it. You can just change it here. All right. We also can change our sheathing if we have sheathing right now. We have some, let's put OSB in there. Let's use a 4x10 and let's make it 3/4. Okay. So I don't know if those are the codes people would use and how they do it, but I just want to show you that you can create a code name, a product name as you go, okay? So that's one of the cool things about this, okay? Another thing you can do is here at the takeoff level, you can actually come in here and say, okay, there's that little gear, I want to inherit it or I want to make it a drop down. So right now it's set as a drop down at the takeoff level, but if I wanted to inherit this, let's say I had something at the folder level, I can inherit that up there, okay? I don't know if we have anything here at the folder level. We may set it, okay? We'll see how this video goes. I want to take my time and kind of break it down. All right, so here now, when you come here, you're going to see that there's these things are not being set, okay? Because they're being set at the property level. Now, if I wanted to come in here and say, hey, I would like to inherit these, you're going to see it turns green, Okay, so you can have a choice if pre-creating, so you don't have to do it up here. You can come in here and say, okay, I want to inherit everything from there. Okay, I mean, that's pretty cool. And the cool thing about this, and I think I know why the development team chose green, because of the color of money, I guess, because when you inherit money, it's a good thing and it's green. As long as the IRS doesn't take it away from you and then it's red. We'll hope that doesn't happen. Okay, so we have inheritance, okay? And these are simple little inheritances that you can do. If I have a folder here, by the way, let's look at that. Let's go to settings here. And now I have the ability to put stuff at the folder level. Remember how we could choose takeoff, linear, or whatever? Now we have a couple extra new ones, okay? We can apply these to the folder. So you can set it at the folder and it can inherit down, okay? So we also have, if I look here, we have the ability to do it at the project level. Okay, so right now I don't think I have anything at the project level. Let's take a look. Okay, we have nothing at the project level. We're going to set this at the project level. Okay, so I'll come in here and I'm just going to go ahead and add it to the project level and hit save. And when I go to edit projects, we have this this folder here. Although, I might have to make it visible. Let's go back and see. I might have hit it. Pardon me for, like I said, we're going to learn as we go. All right, there we go. Folder video stuff. Let's go down to the edit property. It is hidden by default. Let's unhide that, okay? Hit save, go here, go back up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to edit project, and there it is, video folder stuff. So if I type something here, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, easy to remember even for my brain. All right, so I hit save project. Now, it's not, shouldn't be here yet. Okay, I'm going to get properties. There's that folder stuff. But if I hit this little gear that's hiding up here, I'm going to inherit. And see how it brought that down? That's pretty cool. Now if I come here, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to inherit 4222. Okay, so you don't have to set that every time that like we just did. We just kind of made it on the fly. So I'm going to come in here and let's go to edit property. Let's go to even something tougher, 33333. All right. If I come to my properties here, you're going to see 333. If I come here, go to properties, I'm going to see 333. And if I go to a part down here at the bottom, custom properties, aha, we didn't inherit that. Let's go ahead and inherit that. Inherit 33333. So that is really cool. So now you're saying, okay, well, that's kind of, I mean, that's okay. Well, why don't we do something here? Let's make this a formula. Okay, let's go to formula. Now let's do text with tags. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this in and I'm going to say project, okay, slash video folder stuff. Oops. And go like that. And then click off of it. And now we have our 33333. But you see it's blue. That's because we're going straight to the source. Okay, we're not going up to the parent property, up to the folder, up to there. We can just go there with that little text with tags. Okay, the text with tags, the tags is not new to you guys. It's basically the bracket. But if I edit it, you can see how it works. But here's kind of a cool thing too. I'm going to copy this, Control C, and I'm just going to use it here. Let's just go to, I think maybe I can't edit it here. How about here? Can I edit here? Nope, these are all done. Okay, I'm going to put it here. I'm going to go here. I can't do it there either. Okay, these are all tied because they're inherited down. But we could actually use that folder in something else. In fact, let's go here and let's put it here. I don't know. Let's see if it works. Okay, I'm going to paste, Control V, and I'm going to hit text with tags. Let's do formula. Let's try it again. Control V. Like I said, we're learning as we go. Hit enter. Click over here. Now it brought in that 333333. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a direct relationship of video folder stuff. You can use that project information to grab whatever you want. And what I'm hoping for, and I've tried to put it here. Let's go ahead and put this formula. Okay, and it's really cool, and I love it because then I can have a global markup percentage, not 333,000, but I can have a global markup for either a folder or for a project or for a particular type. Let's say labor markup, material markup. Now, it doesn't work yet because what happens is when I come in here and I choose a labor, it wipes that out. So the markup, I know the team is going to be able to overwrite whatever the product list if you choose to, but pretty soon we should have the ability to go ahead and do some pretty cool stuff. Okay, so let's keep going here. I'm going to create a property in here so we can I'm going to create a new property, and I want to show you how some of these parent or inheritance formulas work out. Okay, they're familiar probably to some of us, but let's go new custom property, and let's call this test. All right, and we're going to just leave it. Let's use a number for now. It can be text too. We will put it in the wall because it's up on top, easy to get to. And I'm going to put it in folders, and we're going to put it in linear, all takeoffs we have. We're going to put it in all products and items. All right, I don't need a default. Okay, so if I come in here into my property and I say test, I want to use 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, obviously, we can come in here and test. I can come in here and do inheritance, right? But let's say I don't want to do that, okay? I want to get fancy, all right? So I can hit bracket // okay? And then we're going to go test. Wow, I can spell today, guys. Test, and bracket. Oh, you know what it is? It's not allowing me to do that. Let's do a formula because it was set as a number. See, we're all learning as we go. Bracket / bracket // test. Did he get it done? Maybe. We'll see. So this little dot means it's going to grab the information in test from the takeoff, from its parent property, okay? So this is going to grab it in a sense because we're at a takeoff property. It's going to take it from here, from second floor. So I'm going to go ahead and click off of it. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I come back up here, I can say property. I can change that to 2, 3, 4. And it will have changed it here. Okay, so that's cool because now you can have the ability to not have to do a bunch of math in a bunch of different places that's the same math. And we'll look at that. Okay, again, this is as we go here. Okay, so we have that 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wipe out this formula. I know you're sad to see it go. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so now we don't have that 2, 3, 4 anymore. Well, then we're going to go here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new property, okay? As soon as I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's in wall. Okay, test. Okay, so if I did parent // oh, I got to do this first, right? Formula. Pep // test. Well, like that. Now, you're going to find out it's not going to have anything there because we erased the parent property in test. Okay, so if I go here, there's nothing. Okay, so let's fix that. Okay, we're going to edit the formula. What we're going to do is go // okay? So now what it's going to do is it's going to grab the grandparent item. Okay, so here's the child. Little kid, that's us. Our parents are here. They're not giving us nothing in this inheritance. They don't like us. I guess we were rotten kids. Okay, so then you go up to the grandparent. We were spoiled by the grandparent. So if I come here and click off of that now, we should have 2, 3, 4. It's not the green stuff, but it's the blue stuff just as good, okay? So what that's saying is you can grab information from a grandparent. Okay, in this case, let's look at this. Child, parent, grandparent. Okay, so you can inherit in a sense just by bypassing stuff. So if you don't want to clog up your linear with a bunch of formulas, you can do that. Okay, let's do this now. Okay, let's go here and change this formula. Even though we're at the part level, let's edit. Instead of this, we're going to go all the way to the project. And I forget what it's called, video folder stuff, okay? Excuse me. Video folder stuff. Okay. And that should be that crazy 333333333 number. All right, so we have the ability now to go all over the place. And you're like, okay, well, that's great. You know, how is it really going to help me? That's where we get to the fun part here, guys. When I saw this, I thought, oh man, this is so good. Okay, so let's say we want to have a particular labor part for sheathing, one for bottom plate, one for stud, one for top plate, and one for the other top plate, the on top of top plate, I guess is what they call it. Okay, the very top plate. Okay, that means we have to create 6 different parts and 6 different labor rates, and we would have to enter those labor rates and have the same formula so we can calculate how many leading we have. Well, this is cool. Watch this. This blew me away. I was so happy. This is the most important part of this video. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, add a new item, and I'm going to make it a labor. Okay, and for the kick of this, I always put in description. It's one of my favorite things to do. I hope you guys are doing it too. And then make it a text with tags instead of a formula now. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pick a product. I have this guy. Let's use carpenter. Yeah, I guess we're doing carpentry. We'll do carpenter type stuff. Okay, so I have this, but now if I wanted to, I'm gonna hit save. If I wanted to apply this labor to this, I'd have to recreate that formula. Okay, I think my formula is off here for sure. Wall square foot divided by because we have the waste in there. Okay, I will get rid of that. That's going to drive me nuts. Okay, let's just do that. Okay. So if I was to calculate the labor to put that in, I would have to recreate this formula, and I don't want to do that. So watch this. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to slide it into that. Now I have labor in here, and if I come in here and I just say, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go bracket dot slash QTY here. Now watch what happens when I click off of it. It's going to give me 18 hours. It's matching the quantity here. And then I can say, okay, I'm going to take this 18 sheets and divide it by, let's times it. Let's go times, and let's go crew production, right? Because I have these built in as my other variables. And I'm only going to give one guy, so I don't need to put in times the number of crew. And I'm going to say it's going to take him 1 hour per sheet. Let's go 0.75, just so it's not so easy. Okay, so we have 13 hours to do this. We didn't have to recreate the formula here. We just grabbed the quantity from it. So now, not only is it that cool, but now I can come in here and copy, paste. I can let's come down here and let's paste a few of them. 1, 2, to do, and let's put them inside here, and then we'll go in here and set our rate for each one of these functions. Okay. And now what happens is, okay, the bottom plate, I'm going to come in here and go divide. Oops, don't want to do that. Divide by. Okay, so he's got 6 of these. He can do 2 an hour. Okay, so we will give him 3 hours to do the bottom plate. The studs, we have 78 of them. He should be able to do 4 an hour. Let's divide by, and let's go 4. Or you can multiply times 0.25, whatever you guys want. We come in here for the top plate. We can say he's got 4 of those. Let's give him 1 hour each for each top plate. Okay, just to make it kind of simple on me. My brain is tired. All right, so now we have this formula, this inheritance, if you would. This child is saying, hey, give me your quantity, man. We should make a movie. Hey, man, give me your quantity. So you go up there, you grab the quantity, and you use it there. You don't have to reproduce the labor to the formula in the material just to get the labor, okay? You can really break it down as much as you want. And I'll show you a good example of this. I think I have a better one. This is all my scratchings here. Let's go footings. Yep. Let's do this one. I'm hoping. Let's see if I did it right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is great. So I'm going to come here and do this footing, okay? And make sure I'm not on box mode. And I do this footing. It's a thing of beauty. So you come here, okay? I have this labor now. I have this crazy formula right here. I mean, you guys have seen this. This is a crazy formula. And I want to change the size of the rebar, okay? Where is my rebar? I've got all these other things. You can hide these, by the way, and only make them visible. We'll look at that, but let's go back into the product. Okay, so if I pick my rebar size here, and I'm going to go with number 5. Okay, so when I change it, it's going to change this. I have the labor set at 100, so if I change my rebar again, it's going to go to 17 hours or 1,794 pounds. Okay, so I don't have to go in there and change it all the time. It works fantastic for rebar. It's going to work fantastic for this concrete mix. Let's go in here and say copy, paste, drag it in there. Let's go in there and say, okay, we don't want a concrete guy, first of all, or we want labor, but we want a concrete finisher. Okay, but we're going to divide it by the crew production. He's not going to do 100 yards an hour. Let's give it 1 yard an hour. Excuse me. And you can, do times the number of people in the crew, because I have that other variable. But this is just a video, kind of keeping the math simple here. So I'm going to say 1, and you can see that it's changed. If I come up here and say, hey, by the way, this is 4 feet wide, it's going to change not only the volume, but because we're working off of the volume, let's change it. What's the 15/10 change? Okay. So those formulas, these parent properties, can help you guys huge, okay? So you don't have to do a let's say, green lettered inheritance. You don't have to do a blue lettered one. You can just grab it from another property, okay? It doesn't have to be, well, if it's crew production right here, it has to be crew production right. You can cross grab, okay? That information is going to make your build so much better. I would suggest kind of doing what I did here is you get in here and you try it out. Okay, say what works, what's not working. Okay, I didn't even know. I didn't know. The development team didn't tell me you could put a part in a part. I knew there was going to be inheritance and formulas for inheritance and things like that. It's fantastic. By the way, we have not lost any other math formulas, the Math.js expressions. We haven't lost those at all. Those still work. But now you can even grab these inheritance formulas and drive it right in there and put it in the mix, guys. It's fantastic. So I really wanted to show that to you, okay? Let's do one more thing here, because we were talking about like there was too much stuff showing. Okay, I'm going to go back into settings, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to make these hidden, okay? In everything in the wall, I'm going to hide. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to hide by default, save, and I'm going to go ahead, I think here with this one, and this is worth hanging out, okay? So, and I don't have to do them all if you don't want, but let's do it, because there's only 5. This will help save your mess, and it's worth just a few more minutes of listening to me ramble on, okay? So we have this here. We got 2 more to do. Hang in there. If you don't, you hang up on me. I would never know. I'm just going to assume that you're still paying attention in class, okay? And I'm going to hide these by default, so let's edit. Okay. Now, the team has done this really cool stuff, and I hope you've stuck around for this, because this is kind of key also to making it a good build. All right. I want not to see all that stuff here at the take folder level. Okay, and I don't see it because I hid it. If I wanted to see it, I could come up here and then, oh, we didn't set those at the folder. I don't want to see it at the part level, okay? I'm going to come in here and I don't see wall anymore. You see that, how that works? It's not there. It's not going to clog it up unless you want it to. So let's say you want to see it. You can go up to this gray bar in the item properties, hit the gear, and say, okay, I want to see lumber species. I want to see dimension. And you can see there's a little checkbox every time. I want to see wall height. And as you go down now, as I go down here, I go to wall now showing. Those three will be showing. Okay, so what that means, guys, is you can build this, hide everything, and then only show it in the properties you want to show. And when you save it here, okay, in this one part, it's going to save it just in that one part. Okay, so you can say, okay, on this one wall, I want to see all this stuff, but I don't want to see all the other stuff. Okay, so I don't need to clog up my product and item. I don't need to clog up my exterior wall takeoff. I can choose which one I want on a template by template basis. Okay, I thank you guys for sticking around. My voice is going, so I'm going to hang up now. But thanks for watching the boot camp. I think you guys are going to love all these new toys that we have. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Bye.